welcome back here. We're behind the scenes at Manja and we're going to show you a very extra special hummus. This is a secret that we don't usually reveal, so I'm going to show you. I'm sure you want to know at home, right? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? Do you really want to know? Yes, I'm going to come and tell you what to do. The special today is the famous black sesame hummus, and it features this black sesame paste. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pour this black sesame into here, and I'm sometimes bored of that regular hummus that you eat in the shops, so we're adding 8 special ingredients that is going to elevate this hummus. So using a pestle and mortar, you want to bash this up and create this into a wonderful paste. And for this recipe, the ingredients, as you can see here, you're looking at lime juice, Dijon mustard, garlic paste, smoked paprika, and you have to stay for the rest of the video to find out what it's gonna be. But the base of a hummus, the beautiful thing about a hummus and why people are looking for it, it's because it's a vegan dish, it's healthy, it's satisfying, it's creamy, it makes a gorgeous dip. You can dip it on, you can have it with lamb, you can have it with toasted bread, you can have it with vegetables. And you know something, if you watch my Baba Ganush recipe and you add the two together as a dip, it would be amazing. You can also put this into a blender, or you can blend it by hand. I like to blend it by hand because I think it's quite cool and it gives you that texture that you want. So right now we're moving on to this, the boiled sesame seeds, the boiled chickpeas, and what we're going to do is we're going to bash this up. So this is a really important process of what we're doing here. We really want to make sure that we bash this up and get all that flavor in there. I think we have to cut. No, one take wonder. Okay, one take wonder. We're coming back now and we're gonna. So while you start cutting the chickpeas in, it starts to get into a paste. And what's that's gonna do? It's gonna become creamy and nice. So can you help me do this while we're cutting the thing? So we're gonna show you the rest of the ingredients that's gonna go in. So right here you have the beautiful Himalayan pink salt, and this is gonna elevate the hummus to the next level. Here you have smoky paprika. It's very important that you use smoked paprika and not regular paprika. Here you have cumin that's gonna go in. It's gonna add that element of spice. It's gonna add that beautiful element. Here you got this beautiful black pepper, Sarawak black pepper. Here you have garlic paste that's going in, and you want the smoky roasted garlic paste. The little secret, Dijon mustard. It gives a slight kick and that savoriness. Here you got a tiny bit of sesame oil and lime juice combination. And what's really beautiful is this golden, luscious acacia honey. And this acacia honey is going to add so much flavor, and it's going to be so gorgeous. Look at that luscious thing. And this comes from the acacia flower, which is really, the acacia tree, which is really nice. It has sort of like a sweet, sort of citrusy notes that, I don't know, somewhat does something amazing to this hummus. And right here what we have is this olive oil, extra virgin, cold pressed olive oil. So all this coming together is going to give you loads and loads of flavor. So right now we're going to go to assembly. Victor, if you can show the guests all the beautiful ingredients. And guys, I want to ask you a question. What do you do for your hummus? What do you do for your hummus? I'm sure some of you got some tips and tricks of what you're going to do. Leave it in the comments. I really want to know. Do you have, is it savory for you? Do you add lamb? Is it the vegetarian dish for you? Please share with me. So Victor, if you can pan down and check out the ingredients here while I prepare this. And we see this mixture come together. Victor, if you can show, I want to go and assemble this dish right now. So right now we're going to add the different elements to it. We're going to add these black sesame. And the reason we're adding this black sesame because it comes out with a beautiful color and all the flavor that comes in. So to this thing, we're going to add all these ingredients that we promised earlier. So we're going to add the salt, and you need the right amount of salt because you got to flavor up this thing, and you need the smoked paprika, which is going to give you that smokiness and that sweetness to some extent. We're going to add the cumin that's going to go in as promised, the roasted garlic paste that as promised that's going to go in to give you that flavor, the secret Dijon mustard that is going to elevate this dish, and the olive oil, the luscious golden cold pressed olive oil. You need the oil that work as a binder remember this recipe is a gluten-free recipe, so you don't want to put flour or anything and mix. And what's going to add a lots of flavor and dimension is this beautiful acacia honey. And you can, if you don't like it, it won't be sweet. With this portion that you're doing, it's not going to be sweet. But what's important is that tinge, because the acacia honey is a honey that it's not overly sweet. So that's what we want. And now we're going to mix this together. We're here at the final stages. We're going to mix this guy together and get all that flavor going together. So now we mix this. You can always use an emulsion blender if you want, but in this case we're using a spatula and we're using a wooden bowl, because sometimes it's nice to get those textures. It's nice to have those bites rather than everything coming into one smooth paste. So it's really important that you mix this well, you stir this well and get everything in there. And the best part is you don't eat it on its own. You can use this as a topping. So you want to put tomatoes, you want to put grapes, all of that is possible as well. So we're right about almost ready. We're right about ready going to plating this up. And I'm going to show you how we're going to plate this beautifully here. So Victor, if you can come down here, I'm just going to show you how I would probably serve this. We put that in the center, right there like that. Make a little mold. You can have roasted lamb with this, you can have olives, you can have, there's so many things you can do with it. And right now we're just going to spread a little bit of tomato confit, which is with basil, olive oil, garlic, and we're going to add a little bit of grapes, because these grapes, seedless grapes, add so much flavor to this dish and gives you a touch of sweetness. And here we're going to add some black Kalamata olives. We're going to make this sort of an antipasti, to start with. It's a great dish to start the meal with. And to this, my ultimate twist to this is the chimichurri, which is the Argentinian barbecue sauce. So we're really crossing cultures and boundaries here. We're really crossing flavor profiles. So here we go, is the beautiful hummus at Manja behind the scenes. And I can't help myself, just a little bit of microgreens to finish this off. And this is our version of the black sesame hummus. That is a gorgeous dish at Manja behind the scenes, and as promised, with the 8 special beautiful ingredients. Here you go, check it out. Navin Karu at the Food Revolution, behind the scenes at Manja. See you soon, signing out. Ciao. Whew.